Up, y'all? So I want to bring back my mental health segments. So I'm start. I'm starting all the way over. Starting all the way over. It's from the beginning how I want to do it. Cause I didn't do it right the last time, so I'm starting over how I want to do it. So I'm doing it me, how I want to do it, my way or the highway. You know what I'm saying? So the reason I want to do the segment because people don't take mental health seriously as well. They take it more seriously now, but a lot of people still don't take it seriously. A lot of people they be like, oh, you had nothing to be upset about. You had nothing, and that's not somebody that want to hear that and going through something. So I just want to start it, give awareness. Whether this reach 5 people, 500 people, if somebody watching they feel good about it, hey, know what I'm supposed to do. So of course, to start off the segment, I want to start with depression. I want to talk because that's one majority of people know. I want to start with depression. So basically, to sum up what depression is really being in such a sad state you don't want to do anything. You don't want to move. You don't want to go nowhere. You feel so unmotivated. You feel like a failure. Like you just feel so like just weighed down with life. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't want to do anything. All you're thinking about is how terrible you are, or you just upset. No, anything like you're so sad. You're in a saddened state, but it's heightened by 100. That's depression. And the reason I want to talk about depression is because sometimes people don't understand depression. Sometimes people think depression is just, or you just sad, be happy, or you had nothing to be sad about, live life. Like, and it's not that easy. It's not that easy coming out of depression. You know what I'm saying? Some people really do be depressed with how their life is going. Social media plays a big factor. Friends play a big factor. Family, your parents, all those things play a factor in whether you'll be depressed or not. So saying, like, blowing it off like, oh, you had nothing to be sad about, or why are you upset? That doesn't help that person. It's something more serious. And I feel like, especially in the black community, people don't take the mental health serious because growing up, the parents never took it serious. You know what I'm saying? And now, like I said, now people are starting to learn more what it is. But growing up, your parent, you told your parents you're depressed, they're like, what is that? Like, whatever. Like, get out of my face. Like, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? It's like that. And you can't fault them because their parents didn't know about depression and so on and so forth. So we have to change. Like, it's vision that has to be changed. So when I say that, it's like, so since our parents didn't take it serious with us, we just kind of got numb to it. We just, oh, whatever, cool, keep pushing, whatever. And you can't be like that no more because now with social media, you see people starting to talk like, I'd be depressed. How you feel? I feel that same way. Let's be friends. Now we talk. Now you can see other people go through the same thing you go through, or some people go through the same thing you experience. And so you can talk that out. You can see, wow, I did this, you did this. You can talk it out how to handle that. So, and when it comes to depression, everybody, when people get depressed, it affects people a different way. Some people just don't want to move. Some people don't want to talk. Some people have to ghost people to get better. Some they have to, whatever you have to do. Some people it gets affected in different ways. And when you're dealing with someone that's depressed or in a depressed state, you have to be cautious with them. Don't, like I said, don't say what you're upset about. Talk to them, listen. If they don't want to talk, don't force them to talk. Forcing someone to talk about something they don't want to talk about, it will forever be mind-boggling. Like, if I don't want to talk about it, I don't want to talk about it. So don't force me to talk about something I don't want to talk about. And just sometimes you have to wait for them to get that off your chest. Wait for them to get that off their chest, Because sometimes it can be something minor or something major, family related or not. It doesn't matter what it is. Sometimes you have to just hold out and wait and just listen. So I say that, and then so when you're dealing with somebody that's depressed, try to be there for them. Your friend, try to be there for them. And I also say this: if you're the friend that's like dealing with someone that's depressed, check up on, or some of your friends. I say this a lot: check up on your friends. You never know what they're going through. You never know what they're going through. Check up on them. Check up on them because they could be going through battles we don't know about. And they could just be smiling on our face, looking strong. Ask someone you good and they say, yeah, I am. That's not good enough. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes they really can't be good, but sometimes that's just a front. They just saving face. Sometimes you gotta go deep. You gotta be the friend that you would want to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you was upset, I'm gonna ask you okay, and you just said okay. Like, if you want somebody to dig deeper with you, why won't you do it with them? Because you never know how they're feeling. at the end of the day, you never know how someone feels. So you have to always go find out. You know, sometimes you have to go extra beyond, you know what I'm saying, than what a friend requires to do. You gotta go that extra mile sometimes. Because you never know. And then when people die or kill themselves, it's like, wow, I didn't know they was going through this. I didn't know that was that. Because you never talk to them. You never ask. You take a you good and be like, okay, that's fine. Like, no. Sometimes it's deeper than what it is. Sometimes shit deeper than what it is. It really is. So please check up on your friends. And when they tell you they're depressed, take it seriously. Talk to them. Like, let them know that it's a comforting zone here. It's an open zone. You can do that. Let them know that. Now, to people that are depressed or you experience depression, handle it the way you know to handle it best. Now, there's some good ways to handle it and some bad ways to handle it. But sometimes you have to change those bad habits to good habits. But initially, handle it the way you know how to handle it. Now, some good ways to handle it, you know, you can smoke. Well, it depends on who you're talking to. Some people think it's good, some people bad. I say they use marijuana medically for relax people, so I'll say it's good, okay? So you can smoke, you know what I'm saying? You can write in a journal, you know what I'm saying? You can write in a journal about how you feel. You can write in a journal. You can work out. You can work out, let it all out. Some people like to work out when they get depressed, something like, or stress, like to relieve their stress, like to explain how they feel. Some people are workaholics, you know what I'm saying? Like they just gotta do something. They gotta do something, move, like, and work on something. You know, talk to a friend. Open up to a friend. Talking might help you get better. You know, talking might express how you feel. You can do that. You can play the game. You know, do what feels best to you to express yourself. You know, like do what you feel best is gonna help you express how you feel. Because holding it in, trust me, holding it in doesn't do anything for you. You know. Holding it in just makes it worse. It's like if you drink poison, holding in the poison ain't gonna help. You gotta throw that up. You gotta get it out. So sometimes you just gotta get it out your system so you can be better. So I advise you to do that because you think you might be alone, you're never alone. You know, I know that's cliche. There's somebody out there that feels just like you. There's somebody out there that's going through the same thing you're going through. It's somebody out there. It's a friend right now that'll listen to what you got to say. It's somebody out there, you know, that can help. And I encourage you to take that help, please. Because reading suicide, kid 14, kid 16, no matter what the age is, it's sad always. Just because no one wants to help out. So if you hey, all my social medias are in the handle. If you ever want to talk to me about it, I'm always open to answer because why not? I'll listen. I don't care how long it takes. I'll listen. Just because that's something I want to do. So, if you really heard this and it's touched you, I hope it did. If it didn't, keep pushing. Share it with someone that you feel like is depressed. Feel like you need depression. But it's something everybody can work on, mental health wise. Everybody can work on betterment. Everybody can work on understanding it more. You know, everybody can work on figuring out what's wrong with people. Everybody can work on it. You know, job is never done. So always try to spot the differences between your friends. You know your friend acting usually like this and don't usually like this. Ask what's wrong. You know, ask what's up. You okay? Because acting blind to it ain't gonna help nobody. So I'm out for episode 1 of my mental health series. And next time I think I'll talk about anxiety. I will talk about anxiety. So I'm out.